There's a strange myth about the 40s that almost nobody questions. The idea that this decade is the beginning of the slow downhill, the season where you've already become who you're going to be, and from here, it's mostly about managing the decline. It's such a quiet, accepted story that most people don't even notice they've absorbed it. But here's what's interesting. If you actually look at the research and at the lives of people who genuinely thrived in this decade, a completely different picture emerges. Your 40s are not the end of anything. For most people, they're the most powerful, most clarifying, most quietly transformative decade of the entire adult life. You finally have something you didn't have in your 20s, real knowledge of yourself. And you still have something you'll have less of in your 60s. Time, energy, and the runway to use what you now know. The question isn't whether your 40s are good. The question is whether you'll actually use them. So today, let's talk honestly about how to get the most out of this decade. The first shift is this. Stop trying to be everything to everyone and get ruthlessly clear about what actually matters to you. Your 20s were about exploration. Your 30s, for many people, were about building, careers, families, identities, obligations. By the time you reach your 40s, you've accumulated an enormous amount of stuff. Real stuff, like responsibilities and possessions, but also invisible stuff, expectations, commitments, roles, opinions of you that you've been quietly trying to live up to for years. This is the decade to start subtracting. Look honestly at where your time and energy actually go. A lot of it is going to things you no longer truly value, but kept doing out of momentum. Friendships that drain you, obligations you accepted 10 years ago when you were a different person, goals you inherited from someone else's idea of success. You don't have to blow up your life, but you do have to stop saying yes to everything just because saying no feels uncomfortable. Your 40s reward focus. They punish a scattered life. The second shift is to take your health seriously now, not someday, now. This is the decade where the bills for your earlier habits quietly start arriving. The body that forgave you in your 20s and tolerated you in your 30s starts asking real questions in your 40s. Sleep matters more. Strength matters more. What you eat matters more. And here's the part most people get wrong. They treat health like a cosmetic issue, about how they look. In your 40s, health is about something much deeper. It's about energy, mental sharpness, mood, your ability to fully show up for the work and the people you love. The single best investment you can make in this decade isn't financial, it's physical. Start lifting something. Walk more than you think you need to. Protect your sleep like it's part of your job, because at this age, it is. Your future 50s, 60s, and 70s are watching what you decide right now. The third shift is to consciously deepen the relationships that already matter and to stop chasing the ones that don't. There's a quiet realization that hits a lot of people in this decade. The friendship circle gets smaller. People move. Lives diverge. And rather than fighting this with constant networking, the wisest thing you can do is the opposite. Invest deeply in a smaller number of relationships. Your spouse, if you have one, your children, if you have them, in the specific ways they actually need you, not the ways that were easy when they were toddlers. The handful of friends who have known you for a long time and still genuinely show up. This is also the decade to consciously reach out to aging parents while there's still time, because the math here gets very real very fast. You're not going to remember the people you impressed in your 40s. You're going to remember the people you actually loved well. The fourth shift is to redefine ambition without abandoning it. There's a tendency in this decade to swing between two extremes. One group doubles down on hustle, terrified of falling behind, working harder than ever to prove they've still got it. The other group quietly gives up, deciding the big chapters of life are already behind them. Both are mistakes. The real move is to redefine what ambition even means at this stage. In your 20s, ambition was often about climbing and proving. In your 40s, ambition is better channeled into mastery and impact. Get truly excellent at something. Build something meaningful. Mentor someone. Use the unique combination you now have, real experience plus still strong energy, to do work you wouldn't have been capable of in your 20s. This isn't a decade to coast. It's a decade to do your most important work, with the maturity to actually pull it off. The fifth shift is to start thinking, honestly, about the second half of your life, not in a morbid way, in a strategic way. In your 40s, you have something you'll never have again, the perfect vantage point. You can see your past clearly. You have enough self-knowledge to know what genuinely fulfills you and what doesn't. And you still have decades of healthy life ahead of you, decades long enough to build something entirely new. So ask yourself the questions most people avoid. What do I want the second half of my life to actually look like? What patterns from my first half do I want to bring forward, and which ones do I want to leave behind? Who do I want to become, not just in achievement, but in character? Most people drift into their 50s and 60s because they never stop to ask these questions in their 40s. Don't be most people. So let's bring this together. Your 40s are not the beginning of the end. They're the start of the season where everything you've quietly been gathering, experience, self-knowledge, perspective, network, skill, can finally be put to work. But only if you use the decade on purpose. Subtract what no longer fits. Protect your body. Deepen your closest relationships. Redefine ambition around mastery, not just motion. And start designing the second half of your life with the same intentionality you wish you'd had in your 20s. Here's something worth doing this week. Take an honest hour, somewhere quiet, and write down 2 short lists. The first, what you want to carry into your 50s. The second, what you want to leave behind in your 40s. Almost nobody does this, which is exactly why almost nobody gets the most out of this decade. And if you found something in this video worth sitting with, do me a small favor. Pass it along to someone in this season of life with you. We don't always get the conversation about our 40s that we deserve. Maybe this video can start one.